Hello, I'm Kelly Dennis. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I work with people who struggle with anxiety or depression or relationship issues, maybe are looking for some different ways to cope with things. And so I've created this YouTube channel for tips, tools, and techniques to help you to stress less and live more. And so I have been talking about mindfulness for quite a while now. Mindfulness is paying attention to the present moment on purpose without judgment. And so one of the things we're going to talk about today is healing from fear and self-doubt. So self-doubt is a natural experience we all have from time to time. Fear is often a companion to self-doubt. When we begin to believe the narrative of self-doubt, we can begin a cycle of overthinking and ruminating. This can actually exacerbate the feelings of fear. So fear is a perfectly natural and normal emotion, and it can be helpful at times because it makes us aware of risks, it keeps us alert, and it improves our mental focus. That said, fear in excess, though, can have just the opposite effect. We can begin to have negative thoughts, like believing we're not good enough, that we're undeserving of good things, that we're not worthwhile. These thoughts can hold us back and prevent us from moving forward in our lives and even in our relationships. The truth is that the beliefs behind the fear and self-doubt are rarely accurate. They're based in some historical emotional response to a situation. Then, when we're experiencing fear, the familiar negative beliefs return. All right, so now we know why it happens, but what can we do about it? First, we have to become mindful of when this is happening for us. It's so quick to happen that sometimes we're down the rabbit hole before we even realize what's going on. Most of the time, fear shows up in our bodies first. So a good way to work with this is to notice what's happening in your body and to name it. So notice those physical sensations that are coming up and then name fear, self-doubt, shame, whatever it is. And then identify the negative internal dialogue that's surrounding it. Are you telling yourself the I'm not good enough story again? Or I'm undeserving? Or there's something wrong with me? We all have one of those stories, sometimes more than one, that we tell ourselves. So when you identify the dialogue, then ask yourself, is this 100% true all of the time? Probably not. It just feels true in the moments when you're gripped with fear. So stopping, taking that pause, and asking yourself, when are the times that this is not true, right? Noticing your strengths and your good qualities. The next way to work with this is to then bring in some compassion and acceptance. Fear is a normal human emotion, so we don't want to eradicate it completely. We just want to notice what it's trying to tell us and then investigate and then bring some compassion and acceptance to it. For instance, is it really true that if I try something new and I mess it up, that I'm a total failure? No, even though it might feel that way in the time. What it really means is that I took a risk and maybe I made a mistake or it didn't go so well. Hooray, I'm human. Fear may be telling me to never take a risk again, but taking healthy risks is how we grow and change. And so bringing some compassion and acceptance into your experience can go a long way. Accept that you are a flawed human and you're going to make mistakes and you're going to feel nervous about trying new things. That's okay, right? That's perfectly normal. So bringing some compassion and acceptance into that is good. All right, so let's go ahead and do a mindfulness meditation practice to experiment with some of these things. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and get into a comfortable position with your head, neck, and spine straight, or in any other position that allows you to feel comfortable, relaxed, yet alert. And then go ahead and take a nice full deep breath in and let it out. And then take another full deep breath in. And as you let it out, go ahead and close your eyes and get a sense of releasing any tensions in your body or mind. And as we've done before, go ahead and invite your awareness into your body, noticing the quality and the movements of the sensations in your body, any tingling or vibrating. Do you notice any hot or cold sensations? Hard, soft, tight, flowing? And taking a moment to just bring your full attention to the dance of the sensations in your body. And if you find that your mind wanders as we're doing this, go ahead and notice where it went, and then just gently bring it back. And now for a moment, allowing the awareness of the sensations to drift into the background, and bring your awareness to the sounds that you're hearing. The sound of my voice, the sound of the music, the ambient sounds in the room around you. And then see if you can listen to the sounds with your whole awareness, not just your ears. Notice what happens in your body when you hear the sound. And then allowing the awareness of the sounds to drift into the background. And while your eyes are closed, just noticing if you can see the dance of the shadow and light on your eyelids. And then returning your attention once again to your body. And just notice how your body is feeling right now. You've done some things to help to broaden your awareness. So noticing that flow of sensations. The awareness. And then bringing your attention once again to your breath. Noticing your breath as it enters and exits your nose. Or the way that your body rises and falls as you breathe. And once again, if you realize you may have been lost in thought, that's okay. Just mindfully note thinking, and then bring your attention back to your breathing. Or if you're an experienced meditator, you might know that you have an anchor. It might be the breath, or it might be sounds or sensations. So whatever that is, just go ahead and bring to mind that anchor. And whenever you notice your attention shifting, just go ahead and bring it back to that anchor. And now bringing to your mind a time when you might have been aware of these feelings of fear or self-doubt. Maybe perhaps bringing to mind an event or a person or a situation. And now going through the steps that we talked about, check in with your body and noticing how that fear or self-doubt or shame shows up in your body. It might be a gripping or a clenching or a nauseous feeling in your stomach or butterflies. Your jaw might be getting tense. Just getting a gentle awareness of these physical sensations in your body as you think about this event or this time that brought up this fear or self-doubt. And instead of trying to change those physical sensations, see if you can imagine sending the warmth of your breath to those places, to those physical sensations, the gripping or the clenching, allowing them to change if they want to or stay the same. And now shifting up to your mind and become aware of the internal dialogue that's associated with these physical sensations of fear, self-doubt, or shame. Those core beliefs, perhaps. I'm not good enough. I'm undeserving. There's something wrong with me. I'm helpless. I'm weak. Or whatever is coming up for you as you notice this fear and doubt. And then once again, shifting into your body, when you notice the negative internal dialogue, those core beliefs, notice what happens in your body. Breathing into those physical sensations. And then going ahead and bringing to mind times when that negative internal dialogue may not be true. When it might not be true that you're not good enough, or you're unworthy or undeserving. Times maybe when you've risen to a challenge, or you've helped a friend, or you've been a good mom or dad. Bringing to mind the strengths and qualities of times when that dialogue wasn't true. The times that show you that this particular story or narrative is not true. And now bringing in some self-compassion, perhaps placing a hand on your heart or your cheek, or giving yourself a hug, whatever feels good to you. Recognizing that when we get caught in this swirl of fear and doubt, we're really suffering. And knowing that if we bring mindful awareness to the physical sensations and the dialogue and the ways that it's not true, that helps to take some of the suffering down a notch. And also knowing that you're not alone. We all struggle with fear and self-doubt at some point in our lives. It's part of the human condition. And so now, if it feels right for you, perhaps repeating some of the phrases that I'm going to say, or maybe you have phrases of your own that you associate with self-compassion. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. May I live with more ease. May I suffer less. Perhaps bringing into your mind someone else that you know might be struggling with fear and doubt, and bringing them into the circle of compassion. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. May we live with more ease. May we suffer less. And now bringing your attention back to your breath, taking a deep, full breath in and letting it out, moving around in your body, feeling good to stretch a little bit after being still for so long. And then opening your eyes whenever you are ready. So I hope you can see that you don't have to live with fear and self-doubt. I talked today about ways to work with it and to move past it or embrace it so that you can try new things. You can grow, learn, and thrive. I'm Kelly Dennis. If you found this helpful today, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tips, tools, and techniques. You can also check out my offerings on the Insight Timer app. So I hope that you will be well and have a wonderful day. Namaste.